Hello Libra, and welcome to your year ahead reading for 2024. Spirit, can you believe 2024? It's days away, days away. This is some crazy stuff. So listen, Libra, a couple things. I'm going to talk about how I'm doing this reading. So I'm pulling one of the major arcana cards to represent the energy of the year. Oh my goodness, that guy wanted to pop right out. The overall energy of the year for you, so we'll talk about that. And then what I'm doing is I'm splitting the reading into the 4 quarters of the year. So we're doing our winter, spring, summer, fall. Okay, so we're going to split it up. And I'm getting 3, hang on, God, the cards want to fall out. 3 oracle cards for each quarter. And these decks I got. Actually, this is really fun the way I pulled this together. The first card is about the journey that you're taking in that quarter. The second one is the map, okay? And the third one is the guides and guideposts along the way. So it's been pretty fun. Like, I've done this for a few of the signs now. It's pretty cool the way it turns out. And of course, each of those quarters we're going to clarify with tarot because, you know, your girl loves her tarot. And I'm just about there. So one more thing, super important. I'm going to put a link in the description box below in the first pinned comment, but to let you know, if you happen to be someone who was born a female, so a female, a woman between the ages of roughly 35 and 65, it is a huge, huge feng shui year for you. The energy is unbelievably auspicious for those of us in that camp because we're speaking of, and this starts in February, okay, is the Chinese New Year. Very auspicious for middle-aged women. I'm calling us seasoned because that's much nicer. If you fall into that camp, I am doing tons of stuff throughout 2024. I'm doing a freebie, sort of like a mastermind group, which is going to last the entire year. Details are in a video that I have recorded, so I am going to link it to the end of this video, like the little box that shows up in the last 20 seconds. It'll be there, but I'm also going to link below, okay? So I'm going to make sure you can find it no matter what. So if you have some big goals and stuff that you want to work on this year, oh my God, you need to watch this video. Okay, so check it out. Now, we're going to start with, ooh, I was jumping ahead to the first quarter, but let's look at your overall energy. The Empress, beautiful. You guys are the only ones who got the Empress so far. I love the Empress energy because she's very maternal, okay? So she's got that maternal instinct. She's all about taking care of people and all that stuff. But she is about creativity, expansion, growth, fertility, beauty. This is just such a lovely, gentle and flowy energy. So Libra, this sounds right up your alley because you are beautiful and flowy as well. Okay, let's take a look at January, February, March. So our first quarter as we're entering 2024. Okay, so the journey for this quarter. The card that came out is worry, and it says, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. There is something that you're concerned about or whatever. Maybe it's trying to get something to work or something off the ground with our Empress energy, okay? Because this is that overall theme for the year. The map is come together. So the map being come together, oh my goodness, this is all about a relationship. This is about a romantic relationship. It may not be, but I'm feeling this is around partnership because the guidepost that came out, romance and connection. Along with come together, what? Yeah. So your romantic relationship is going to be on the forefront of your mind. If you are not coupled, if you're single, then this is about a solid connection, someone you are very connected to, very good friend, mentor, whatever, okay? The worry card is here. Why? What is going on? What is going on with this Empress energy? Worry doesn't change an outcome, and we're talking about romance and connection. whatever is going on with you and this other person, I think you need to allow things to flow. Remember, I was talking about flow and being flowy with the Empress, and look at this. Look at this flow. There's this little stream coming down that's ending in the pool. That pool of water is growing and expanding because the water is flowing. There is no block, there is no dam. There is no block and there is no dam. I'm repeating this for a reason. There's no block and there is no dam. If you feel like things have been stuck, if you feel like things aren't flowing the way you want them to or in the direction you want them to, that's why you're worried. It's not because there's something to be worried about. It's because it doesn't look the way you expect it to or want it to. Okay. Ooh, that makes sense. That's some powerful shit. So what's going on? What's going on in your relationship there? Let's get our tarot cards. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Okay. What's that? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Hey, so we have 3 cards. The first one is the Ten of Wands, but it's in reverse. This doesn't have to end. It's been a long road and it's been a lot of work, but it's not over. Okay? The Hanged Man in reverse. This is the second card in reverse. Hanged Man is looking at things from another perspective. Hanged Man sometimes can be about being patient. You don't even need to change your perspective. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to change anything because change is coming with the Death card. You are trying to change something, and that's what's not working. It's the effort you're making. You don't need to. You need to let it flow. Holy shit, Libra. But there is a change coming. The Death card speaks of death and rebirth. So it's out with the old and in with the new. Is this relationship ending? Is it out with that person and in with someone new? Not going to say that's not it, but it could be the way the relationship is. It's things didn't work the way they were, but we can have what we want if we do this from a different perspective, if we change the way things are or allow things to change. Remember how I said, oh, how did I put this? There is no block, there is no dam. And with the Ten of Wands in reverse, it doesn't have to end, okay? If you're worried that, and I even use the word worried, if you're worried like, oh my gosh, this isn't working with us anymore, this isn't clicking, it's not jiving, we're done, we're gonna have to end this, this doesn't feel good to you. It's not because you want it to, but there's something that it's trying to control the flow. It's not it. There's a change that needs to happen, but you can't force it. If you're trying to force it and make it look a specific way, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let it flow. And that's when you'll see the change happen. And that's when it's going to feel a lot better. Not, oh my God, this is Armageddon and we're done. Do you know what I'm saying? So if that's what's happening in the first quarter, like this is not just like a monthly, right? This is not a couple weeks. This is something that's going to take some time to allow. This is something that's going to take time to manage, to navigate. That's the word I'm looking for. But it's not bad. It's not bad if you don't force it. Because this doesn't have to end. What has to end is the way it is. It's going to change into something different. So I'm not feeling it's a bad thing. So check this out. This is so fascinating. So now we're looking at the next quarter. So as we come into spring, okay, so that was January, February, March. We're now moving into April, May, June. The journey is friendship. And it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And then we have cleaning house. This is the map. This is cleaning up stuff after the changes happened, after that transformation. Now, the friendship piece is, if it is a breakup, okay, if it is a parting of ways, you still remain friends. And now the cleaning house is, okay, let's figure this out and move forward. How are we going to navigate the rest? Sacred plan, that's how. It's your guidepost. Sacred plan is a couple things. One, Spirit's got your back. Then, which is always, but this message is just really anchoring in. It's also that if you are still together, right? So if it ended, you remain friends, things are good. Now let's figure out how to move forward. If you are still together, it's the same thing, right? The friendship part gets to blossom. The friendship part of your relationship really gets to blossom. But the cleaning house part is, okay, now we see the transformation. So we understand what needed to happen. What do we want to look at? What do we want it to look like going forward? You have to clean house because anything that was of the past that doesn't work anymore has got to go. That's the cleaning house. The sacred plan is you make it together. It can't be a one-sided thing. You can't have one person working this, doing all the planning and execution and whatever. This is teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it together. That's why it's a sacred plan, because you are both involved and you are both invested in the outcome, right? So you both have to take active roles in what this is. I am loving this reading for you, no matter what is going on or what the outcome is, like how things progress. This is really good for you. It's really beautiful. Okay, so now we got our tarot cards to go along with our friendship and cleaning house and sacred plan. The first card up is the Six of Wands, and it's in the reverse. The reason for this is Six of Wands is a card of victory. Well, it's in reverse. It's not that there wasn't a victory, it just doesn't feel like it. The feeling is going to come as you move through this quarter, as you move through the spring and move to summer. That's when that feeling is going to come more. And you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a perfect life. Perfect. You have everything you want and more. Okay? And then beside that, we have the Five of Pentacles, the polar opposite. This is the change. This is the change of having gone from, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is going to work. We're topsy-turvy. It doesn't feel good. How do we get it moving in the right direction? Remember, you let it flow, right? That's how you get here. That's how you get here. Okay? It's the leaving behind of what doesn't serve you. If there are any remnants of that, that's the cleaning house card. That's the needing to get rid of anything that just isn't working and isn't going to work going forward, right? In your relationship. Now we're going to look at summer. So this is our July, August, September. The journey card that we have is doubt. And it says, I release the need to know all the answers. Let's go with the flow. That's letting go of control. Then we have the Wizard of Awareness. With this is someone, this wizard is so wise and understands what's going on that he can release doubt. If there was any doubt in this guy's mind, this wizard, he gets it, right? It's like, okay, I gotta let it go. Because if I'm trying to force things, it's not going to happen. I'm gonna come over here for a second just because this popped into my head. Okay, that's an interesting next card. We'll get there in a second. If you are trying to conceive, because the Empress is about conception, it's a fertility card, but doesn't always mean babies, okay? But if you are looking at fertility, or even if you're trying to adopt or whatever, right? Like bringing, maybe even getting a pet, right? Bringing a life, new life into your life, into the home. It's letting it flow. So I'm going to tell this story. Okay, story time. It's a cute one, actually. Okay, so there are so many people. Okay, 2 stories. You hear so many stories about people who, they really want to have a baby so bad. and they can't have a baby, and then they go through in vitro and they do all these things and it just doesn't happen, right? And then after years and years of trying and treatments and whatever, it doesn't happen. And the couple finally goes, fine, fuck it. We're just going to be happy. We're going to be as happy as we can just with each other, and it is what it is, right? And then 3 months later, they're pregnant. Because the stress of trying to force it is gone. Your body is relaxed, and when you truly embrace that, that's when it happens. Okay? Here's the cute part of the story. Personal story. This isn't me. My best friend at the time, years ago, my best friend wanted to have a baby so bad. I don't know, how old was she? Like 30, right? Just after she got married, a couple years, her and her husband were like, okay, I want to have a baby. She's like, oh, I want to have a baby, and tried this, tried that. Anyway, so they did that. It wasn't in vitro, but it was, I can't remember, the turkey baster. You know, I think I brought her a turkey baster the night before she went. So it's where they take the semen and insert it in the mom kind of thing, right? Whatever that, I know that's not in vitro, but something. Anyway, so they had that done, and she did get pregnant, and she had her son, and it was lovely, and he was adorable and fabulous. So because she had so many issues trying to get pregnant, well, they just didn't think she could get pregnant. You know where this story's going, right? So when Adam was, I don't know, about 9 months old, she gives me a call and says, so, I guess I can't pass on my maternity clothes to anyone yet. I'm like, get out of here. I didn't even say that. I said bad words. I'm like, fuck off. And I cracked up laughing. 9 months later, there's Olivia. So it was literally that, let that stress go. It was even after it worked and she had the baby. It's like, well, I can't get pregnant, so we don't need to be careful. Guess what? Surprise! Surprise! Here's a, not that they didn't want to have more children. They just didn't expect them that close together. So anyway, cute story, right? And lovely. But it's because that stress is gone. And now your body is so relaxed, it can flow and do what it needs to do. Like making babies. So, cute story. Remember that. Now, that was like a total aside, but I don't know. I felt the need to tell you that cute little story. So, now we're looking at the guideposts. Listen deeply, pay attention. Pay attention, okay, Libra? Pay attention. So the doubt card, I'm getting the tarot cards for this to clarify as we're talking. So the doubt card says, I release the need, I release the need to know all the answers. And then the card comes out that says, listen deeply. Well, you will know the answers if you listen to your intuition. Your gut will tell you. You don't have to look outside for the answers. Do you see what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense, because those two cards, I just got the connection with that one. Very cool. Now let's look at our what do you call it? Our tarot cards that go along with this. We have the Emperor in reverse. Remember how I said don't force it? Yeah. The Emperor is about, it's a leadership card, but it's also control. Let go of the reins. Let go of the reins and let it flow. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. This upright, it's let's go, let's go, let's go. You've got the reins and you're guiding the horses to pull the chariot. Loosen the reins, right? And then we have the Two of Pentacles, but it's inverted. So the Two of Pentacles is about trying to juggle stuff. Keep things in balance. Let it go. Fuck it. Let it go. Throw caution to the wind. Really what you need to do. And you know what's interesting, Libra? I think, if my memory serves me correctly, over the course of the year, this kind of energy has come up quite a bit for you. Things like letting go. Things like, if it doesn't work for you, let it go. Move on. Don't, like, you know, and I remember specifically something about, oh my gosh, like, wanting to be part of a group or something, like jonesing to get into this group, and then it's like, who cares? Let it go. Like, go form your own group. You know what I'm saying? Get your own group of friends that like the same stuff or whatever. It's feeling like that energy again. Like letting go of that control to an extent. And Libra, I don't often see you guys like as control freaks and stuff. Earth signs, yeah, totally. Trust me, I'm double earth, so super earthy. So I get that, but I don't, for me, but I don't get that for you guys. So the letting go is going to be a big thing. Now when we look at the end of the year, so we're into the fall, so this is our October, November, December. The journey card is empathy, and it says, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. This is being open to discovery. This is being open to seeing things new perspectives, new ideas. Being open is going to be a big thing at the end of 2024. And then we have Spirit of Place. This card speaks to me about being comfortable where you are. Seeing the beauty in where you are and what you have. It's very much a card of gratitude to me. And the guidepost is compassion. Don't be hard on yourself or anybody else in this situation, because we're talking about, if we go back to the beginning of the year, right? So the first quarter, we're talking about that romance and connection and the come together card. So this is about you and somebody else. And I believe the energy of the year, this is what carries through. It's all about that relationship. I know it speaks to it in the first month or the first quarter. I get that. That's where the emphasis is, but it carries through the year, right? So let's get our, ooh, come here. What are they called? Our, oh my God, I cannot talk today. Our tarot cards for the last quarter. What do we got? What do we got here? We have the Fool in reverse. What did I say about the Death card? It's like, you don't have to force it. It's going to morph and change. You don't have to do something completely new. You can, but you can't force it. You can't force it. If something new comes, fine. You don't have to go looking for something new. You don't have to try something new. You don't have to force things, okay? And right beside it, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, same thing. This is a new opportunity, a new offer, a new beginning. In reverse, it's saying, let it come. Let things come to you. Don't be forcing things. King of Wands in reverse, right? You don't have to beat people over the head to listen to you. Right? Don't beat them over the head. Stand back. Lead by example. Right? Lead by example. That's when people will notice. Right? There's a huge lesson in this year of letting things flow through the whole year, which I think is a beautiful thing. And most of it, like I said, it's around this relationship with somebody else. It's a big part of it. There's a lot of good here, but it's letting go of the reins and letting it flow. Let it go and let it flow, Libra. Okay, now we're going to get you a little bonus cards. So these are my, what door will open for you in 2024? What door in 2024? A poet and didn't know it. So the card you got is Patience. Everything soon will come to light. And then you will see things will be all right. And then it says pass this card on, which I love. Pay it forward. So what I'm getting with this. Everything soon will come to light. And then you will see things will be all right. The coming to light is this Death card transformation. That's what this is. This Death card transformation is coming to light. It's the thing that's coming to light. The patience piece is, I don't think that it's going to happen overnight. Yes, we see that happening in the first quarter, but it's the flow through the year. That's the patience piece. That's why you're not supposed to be pushing. That's why you're supposed to let things flow. It's going to pop up in the first quarter, but you got the whole year to see this unfold. Wow. Holy shitballs. This is one crazy reading. Crazy good though. I really like this for you. Libra, I think there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of really sweet, lovely, beautiful energy. So I'm telling you, I'm going to say this again, going back to that relationship bit, right? If this happens to be, you know, there is a breakup, right? Some relationship ends, whether it's a romantic one or friends or whatever, there is still a beautiful energy there. There is still a beautiful energy there. This is not a done forever kind of thing. It's not. It's actually nice. It's a good thing. It would be like, you know, let's say you break up, right? You're a couple who breaks up. And remember, followed up with that friendship card. And that's what I feel like. It would be like when you break up, but it's almost a mutual decision. And you're both like, I love you. I love you too. We're really good friends. Yeah, we are. But we really shouldn't be a romantic couple. Yeah, I know. It's kind of a bummer. I know. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, should we break up? It's probably a good idea. Okay. I love you. I love you too. We'll still be friends? Yeah. Of course we will. Always. That's the kind of breakup you want to have. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling, if that's what it is. That's definitely what's possible. I mean, all breakups are hard and everything, and I don't mean to focus on this because I think y'all are going to be breaking up. It's not that. But the people who need to hear this are going to hear this because it's not always a bad thing, right? It's not always a bad thing. Even though it's hard, it's always hard when you break up. Been there, done that. But I'm telling you, the energy is so good. No matter what happens, you're having a good year if you let it flow. So embrace that Empress energy. Have some fun in 2024 with all of this. So enjoy the rest of 2023, what's left of it. We only got a few days left. And yeah, we'll see you in the new year. Take care and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.